Hi, Jerry Peterson here with Practice Brokers. In this video, we're going to talk about collecting financial information. And there's essentially three things that we're going to need. The first one is tax returns. So if you're incorporated, what we're going to need is your business tax returns. No need to send us personal returns. If you're a sole proprietor, what we're going to need from you is your Schedule C. Now, when you send in a Schedule C, be really careful is that almost every Schedule C will have attachments like C attachment 1 or exhibit 1 or exhibit 2. Just make sure you include all attachments with that. The second thing we're going to need is a profit and loss statement, also known as an income statement. And most clinics use QuickBooks. If you don't, you may have to have your accountant create a profit and loss for you, or they may already do that when they do your taxes for you. You're going to have to look into that. But for those clinics that have QuickBooks, which is most clinics, what's going to happen, you're going to find the income statement or the profit and loss statement in reports. And you're going to have a choice. You can either send us a summary report or a detailed report. We need the summary report. The summary report is only like 2 or 3 pages long. You know you made the wrong selection when you see the thing's 50 to 80 pages long. That's the detailed report. We don't need that one. So it'd be the summary. But now what we'd like you to do is to make sure that the report is a 12-month period of time, hopefully the most recent 12 months, that you can be accurate. So let's just say we're in the middle of July and you know that all of your entries are made for your income and expenses. Well, then you'd be able to print out a report that would include 6 months of the prior year and 6 months of the current year. That would be a 12-month report that's as recent as possible. Also, as 2 other notes, if there's any entries in there from businesses other than your chiropractic clinic, try to remove those. It happens sometimes. Say you have a separate business that does massage or some nutrition. Sometimes those entries can sneak into those reports. If at all possible, try to get those out before you send it to us. And the other thing I wanted to mention is include all the expenses. We want to see everything. Keep in mind what we're doing with this profit and loss. We're determining your goodwill value. Goodwill value is equal to here's what I collected minus here's what I had to spend, necessary, pertinent expenses. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through this entry by entry and analyzing it. And we remove things that are optional expenses, like vehicles, and say you have some disability insurance. Great to have it, but it's optional. Or accounting entries, like depreciation expense, interest expense. That stuff all comes out of there. But what's going to happen is that when we do that analysis, we're going to be in contact with you. We're going to have plenty of questions so we can clarify things. Ultimately, what we want to know is an accurate amount of necessary or pertinent expenses. That's the purpose of collecting the P&L from you. The third thing we're going to need is your balance sheet. And just like taxes, the last 3 calendar years, is what we'd like to see. And if possible, if you can do a year-to-date for wherever the current year is. Those are the 3 documents that we're going to need for financial information. And if you have any questions, you can always call us at 888-878-0027. Thank you.